on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another College Football 25 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to be breaking down part 2 of the homecoming promo in Cut 25, so let's go ahead and jump right on into it. So, of course, with this promo and every other promo not named Legends promo, we still do not have any solo challenges. Didn't really get my hopes up for that at all. And of course, Legends and the new solos for Legends will be out on Sunday morning. We did get new objectives within the Season 2 Field Pass. You guys got to let me know. Are these objectives still broken for a lot of you? It shows that I have 0 out of 1,400 yards with homecoming players in my lineup. I 100% have a handful of them in my lineup. I bought some of the cards from last week's drop, and you can see over to the right, the 700 offensive yard is checked off, and I don't know where I'm at as far as getting close to the 1,400 yard total, but it just appears to be broken. I don't know what's going on. The homecoming tab itself, though, does look like it updated with a couple of new objectives. We got team tackles and we got getting first downs out there. So either these are new or they're not appropriately tracking for me. I honestly can't remember if they were there before. And it looks like you just continue to get those collectibles to build out the set in the game for the strategy item that gives you boost to homecoming players within your lineup. And we know that this is a multiple part promo, obviously, with part 2 dropping today. I think it's going to be down to, I know it's definitely 3 parts, so I don't know if it's going to end after next week, and kind of judging by the LTD that came out last week and then this week, it looks like that might be the case. Don't forget, House Rules is still available, so if you go into the backyard, back to the Bayou, that only is available for another 12 days as well, so that kind of hints towards this promo ending eventually, or a lot sooner rather than later. You want to be playing through this House Rules to earn these homecoming upgrade tokens that allow you to upgrade one of those 3 Welcome Pack players, and they are interchangeable, so if you upgrade Joe Burrow first, you can always take the tokens out and then upgrade Justin Jefferson or Jamar Chase. I think Jamar Chase is the best card out of the 3, or excuse me, Justin Jefferson is the best out of 3. As far as it goes for me, the 70 wins, this event for me feels way too sweaty. So I've actually been playing this game a bit offline. I haven't really streamed it. I do think I'm going to stream it tomorrow morning. So if you guys want to tune in and watch me play with my squad, which we'll show you before this episode ends, feel free to come through and hang out over on Twitch. I think the matchmaking in this actually gives you tough opponents on purpose if you're a good player, because like every single game that I've played in has been pretty sweaty and pretty competitive. I haven't ran into too many players that aren't very good. Meanwhile, if I go and jump into some Cut Champs games, which I played a handful, the skill level is just way different. So something feels off. And if you take a look at my team here, you know, those 3 cards, if you're no money spent, are very good, but I just don't feel like I need to go out there and actually grind for one of them. I think the stress and trying to get to 70 wins is going to drive me crazy, where I'd rather just go play head-to-head seasons and Cut Champs and try to make coins. The market, even on the new cards, like last week's 90 overalls, you can see I got Magwood on offense. I went and bought Riley on defense as well. At new cards and some of the best at their positions, they weren't overly pricey, and I'm hoping that the Part 2 cards that came out today. So for me, it just feels more time efficient and less time consuming to go out there and grind seasons and champs and make coins and buy the players, being that the market's pretty friendly in this year's game versus trying to just sweat it out and get those 70 wins. So that's just my take on it. If you guys want to play through the House Rules, I'm obviously not going to knock you there, because the free rewards, in my opinion, are pretty good. So as far as the new cards go, they're doing the same thing they did in Part 1. They're basically featuring 3 schools, and those 3 schools are going to get 2 cards, a 90 and 88. For the sets, they did the same thing that they did with Field Phenoms, which I'm actually a big fan of, and I'm happy that they're doing it. They individualized the heroes and the champions. Now, I don't know if we're going to see 91s next week. I don't think we'll see an overall increase in the middle of a promo. I could be wrong here, but I am happy that, you know, this isn't an 88 plus pack, even though there's not any 89s in this promo. So if you want to go after any of the 90s, the set requirements are still exactly the same. It's not a fantasy pack, so you can't choose the card that you want, but 4 88s, you put those into the set. In return, you're going to get with the 90 overall players. And let's take a look at this week's cards. So it's following suit. The 3 players that were featured in House Rules Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. Last week we got a 91 overall LTD Joe Burrow. This week we have a 91 overall Justin Jefferson LTD. I'm willing to bet lots and lots of money, or anything that you want to wager, that next Friday when part 3 of this promo comes out, we're going to see a 91 overall LTD Jamar Chase. As far as the new cards that came out today, the 3 schools that they featured, or actually 4 schools, my apologies there. So we got Virginia Tech, we got Texas State, we got Miami, there's Texas State, and then finally UCF. So 490 overall cards, and I don't know what's going on with EA in the catalog lately. In both college and MUT, recently, when you go to check on new cards, it just kicks you out. The servers are broken, so I guess we'll have to kind of cover the cards on our own here without showing the attributes. Jalen Stroman, pretty good speed, solid zone and man coverage, pretty good hybrid strong safety. Like this card a lot, probably going to be the best out of all of them. We do have an outside linebacker who's really good at pass coverage and has 88 speed. He's got 89 zone and 80 man, so I'm curious to see where this one lands. We finally have, I shouldn't say finally because we just got Zane Gonzalez a couple weeks ago. We have a second high-end kicker in the game, and then KJ Jefferson looks like a pretty solid quarterback. He's tied into that group with like a bunch of other QBs who have 84 speed, but he does hit the thresholds of 85 plus on the accuracies, and he has pretty good throw power. And then for the 88 overall cards, to be honest, I haven't even looked at them, but we have one that represents each of the 4 schools. The 88s that came out last week were incredibly bad, but I actually want to take it back. These ones aren't too bad. So you got a defensive tackle with really high strength. They threw a punter in there, so nobody's really going to be excited about that one. This Xavier Townsend card, pretty good speed, 88 speed, 85 plus outside of deep route running. He's got 85 plus on short and mid route running, so that can be helpful against, those like with the quick zig routes and against man coverage. And this, I think his name is Dorian Strong. I'm scared to try to look at the card because it's going to crash and kick me out. But he looks like he could be a nice budget-friendly cornerback. 88 speed, pretty good man and zone coverage. So I would definitely say part 2 is better than part 1 as far as the promo cards go. And of course, we're going to have pack offers here. So the big bundle, an 88 plus in the topper with 3 homecoming packs, and then an 89 plus B&D rare player. So I actually like this. They're getting a little bit better with the pack offers. Again, I talked about it on Wednesday with Field Phenoms. It felt like the big high-end bundles. If people are going to spend close to $100 on a pack or a bundle, they should get some type of value. And prior to last week, with the exception of a few options out there, or prior to Wednesday, I should say, the bundles have just not been worth it. I spend money in this game, or I haven't on this game as much as I do in Madden Ultimate Team. I'm always willing to buy the big bundles if they have value, and there's been very few so far this year that actually have them. I'm not a big fan of a B&D out of this, but if you happen to get a good card, at least it's at an 89 plus level, you might be able to get something that's, good for putting on your team. I don't really like the $30 and $25 packs on here. And of course, we do have our booster packs. So let's go ahead and open these up. 500 points. I'm guessing we have a step up option here, but let's see what we get for our $5. We got the good animation. Come on, give me a 90. We got a 90 overall Quincy Riley. Huge W there because we already have this card. So we can now use this card and sell the one that's auctionable and use the B&D. Big W there. We finally got lucky. Now buying that $5 pack is going to give you the 2 different step-up offers, which are 1 coin each. Still really feels stupid to make you go ahead and do all of this, but whatever. You get some, you get some worth for the $5. We got an 85 overall homecoming card there, an 83 overall Laramie Tunsil, and an 82 overall middle linebacker core elite. And then I think we actually have more than 2 booster option or step up options here. Let's just keep going and see what we get. Third pack out of the $5. We get another 85 overall, and I think if I saw correctly, it opens up one more. Ooh, 950 points. The homecoming premium booster pack. Because I happen to have exactly 950 points on my account, we're going to go ahead and open it up here. So $15 is going to get us a grand total of 285s, 190, and we got one more card on the way. We get an 88 overall. We do get a solid animation here, not season 2, but season 1. And we're going to get an 87 overall Zaven Collins, so that card won't really help us out there. So for $15, you be the judge. We got an 88, a 90, 3 85s, and an 87. Of course, all B&D out there. And unfortunately, the 88 that we got was last week's 88, and this was the guy that had like below 80 zone and man coverage in a secondary position. Pretty awful. So I'm happy that the 88s from part 2 were a whole lot better than the part 1 88s. But that is the promo content. Some solid cards out there. I think because they weren't overly expensive last week, you'll probably see the same thing. And affordable cards for everybody is always a good thing. I'm getting out of here. Thank you guys for watching another video. My name is Popular Stranger, and I'm out. Peace.